Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Sintia. I'm from 2C Math Education class. I will try to do some video of motivational speech. The topic of the speech is about mathematics. The title is Math Isn't Hard, It's a Language. So keep on watching. "26% of the nation report that the percentage you will have for 12th grader for the subtraction in math. In America, where everything is an exceptional country, but the 26 sounds exceptional. To you? Raise your hand if you think as the country, we need to do way better than that. I'm with you. We all need math for why so many kids confused by us. It is because only 26% of people are hardwired from that. Left 70% are not. After working with thousands of kids, I can tell you this is the case at all. Kids don't understand math because we've been teaching it at the nice subject. But if we make math human again, it will start to make sense again. You're probably wondering, how is math in every human in the first place? So think about it. Math is a human language just like English, Spanish, and Chinese because it allows people to communicate with each other. Even in ancient science time, people need the language of math to contract trade, to build a monument, and to measure the land for farming. This idea of math, of the language, isn't exactly now. A great philosopher once said, "The law of nature are written in the language of mathematics." So you see, even Galileo agreed, isn't it? But somewhere along the line, we're taking the language of math with about the real world around us, and we abstract that beyond this recognition, and that's why kids they get confused. Let me show you what I mean. With this third grade Californian math standard, and people make sense when 8-year-old understand the fraction 1 over b as the quantity formed by 1/4 when a whole is partitioned into b equal parts. Understand a fraction a over b as the quantity formed by a parts of size 1 over b. And if you give this description to an 8-year, you probably get reaction like this. To a math expert, this standard makes sense. But to a kid, it's absolute torture. I told this example specifically because the fractions are the foundational to algebra, trigonometry, and even calculus. So kids don't understand fraction in the elementary middle school because it helps for the way to head them in high school. But there's a way to make subtractions simple and easy for kids to understand. Yes, just remember that math is the language and use that to fear the math. For the example, when I teach first grader how to add the subtraction, I start the apple plus lesson. For saya, 1 apple plus 1 apple, and people often say true with the partly correct. Help them include the word as well as with the math of the language, but not just two, it's 2 apple. Next is 3 pencils plus 3 pencils. You all know that pencil plus pencil is pencils. So everyone, how many pencils? 5 pencils, that's right. And the key is you include the word. I tried to submit with my 5-year-old Unis in one. After she's added pencils and pencils, I asked her what 4 billion plus 1 billion. And my aunt overheard in the distance. She called and said, "Are you crazy? She's been kindergarten. How is she supposed to know 4 billion plus 1 billion? I'm done it. Mine is Vanessa counting looks. Says 5 billions. And I say that's right, it is 5 billion. My aunt didn't head on that because she didn't expect it from 5 years, but All you have to do is take the language approach and math become intuitive and easy to understand. Then I asked her a question that kindergartner definitionally not supposed to know. Plus 1/3, plus 1/3, and she immediately answered 3/3. Such as you are wondering, how can she possibly know that when she doesn't know about the numerator and denominator yet? You see, she wasn't thinking about numerator and denominator. She solved the problem this way. And she used 1 oval plus 1 oval as her analogy to understand 1/3 plus 1/3. So even kindergartner can add subtraction, yet better believe that every third grader can do it as well. Just for fun, I asked her an algebra question. What 7x squared plus 2x squared? And the 5-year correctly answered 9x squared. And she did it any exponent rules to figure that it out. So when the people say that we are cheater, why or not? It's not true. Math is a human language, so we have all the ability to understand this. We need to take a language approach to math urgently, because too many kids are lost, and there are science about math, and it doesn't have to be that way. I work with an angry, frustrated high school student one who couldn't pass the algebra because he only knew 44% of the golden multiplication test. I told her that's kind of weird, only knowing the 44% of the alphabet. Holding me back, she couldn't pass her or public relation, and she had no confidence in that. As the result, this teenager had no confidence in herself. I told her we have to start with the multiplication, because once you know all of you have it your part, everything gets easier, and they will be having a fast pack every heavy ride in the Disneyland. What do you think? And she said, okay. But she systematically learned the times table in 4 weeks. And yes, even a multiplication has the language in better than that. You'll be surprised how many kids don't realize 7 times 3 can be spelled out as 7 times 3. Which just means 3, 7 times, just like that. So when kids see this way, they quickly realize that the repetition is slow and inconvenient, so they club to memorize the 3, 7 times, all with the 21. The further teenager would outrace the dropping out, becoming fluent and confident in multiplication with the game changer, because for the first time, we can focus on the problem solving instead of counting on the finger. I knew she had the corner when she figured out that 2 years girly at $445 a month who called you $10,680, and she's looking at me disapprovingly and saying, "It's a woolly socks. That's expensive." At the moment, not having wonder causing problem for her, but she looking giving a math solve problems as the result to adult. As an educator, it's my duty to challenge kids to be tirely you with this challenge. Our country is stuck at 26% subtraction, and I challenge you to pass the number higher. This is important because mathematical thinking not build young mind, but our kids needed to imagine and develop their future. Meeting this challenge can be as simple as apple plus apples. Instead, that we should math the human language, and we will get this sooner rather than later. Thank you.